One thing we know about the Blue Jays under Greg McDermott, they have been one of the few teams in the Big East, Grant, that have had their successes.
And those driving opportunities are going to be there. Dix just could not convert.
Danny Hurley has lamented some of their defensive issues of late, and that's the stroke.
On the interior, that's the disadvantage right now for Creighton. How are they going to stop Reed inside?
Reed off the pretty setup from Demery.
These heels for Creighton this year. The interior defense right there. Beautiful two-man game.
Zugic going to get it on a reset. Working against Jalen Stewart. Graves in tight. As they look to pull what would be just a huge upset here in Storrs. Demery, that's a three. And his lethal start continues.
Before the defense can get set. And like I said, they're staying attached to shooters, so
Nick Graves.
Those one-on-one opportunities will be there. In opportunities, UConn so good at guarding the three-point line.
First field goal for Creighton in more than 3 minutes. Reed banging bodies up off glass. Just too much for the... And what a start for Reed. That's Trout, quick trigger three in transition.
Got to get back, get a hand up on him.
So the pace continues to quicken. Mullins curling, elevates, soft touch. On the offensive glass by Hudson Greer, who's checked into the game for Greg McDermott. Underneath, boy, pretty footwork. Underneath, it's Karam Conan.
Interior play on both sides.
7 different Blue Jays have scored already in under 8 minutes. Demery, boy, he is carving them up. Underneath to Eric Ryba. Up the floor comes Demery. Dick's trying to stay with him around the screen. Outside, this is Ross. That's a three. As they have sole possession right now, though, the Huskies atop the Big East. This is Ross spinning his way into the paint. Malachi Smith underneath. Boy, lot on that pass. Ryba, soft hands, able to gather, gets his second basket. Love to see that kind of hustle. If you're Greg McDermott, Mullins around a screen, little... And now Jason Green looking to push. Here comes Dix, curling all the way to the cup. This keeps coming in the transition.
Showing some life here, and just a beautiful rip through, and a little hesitation
to even have a chance. Malachi Smith underneath. Ross. Smith from the corner. Gets a three. Smith weaving underneath to Reed. Deserved the shot to start. And he's getting the Blue Jays their money's worth. Graves, little hezzy, and he goes glass. Jason Green. So 7.5 to play in the half. This is Graves taking Mullins to the basket. The officials say jump.
Such a great on-ball defender, but a physical defender as well. It's called for the foul.
Zugic coming heavy.
And just continues to impress me. Zugic just...
11-point home loss on Saturday to Villanova. Basically trailed that entire game, but boy, they have been playing with a pep in their step tonight. Terrace Reed Jr. This is Dix, the senior leading scorer, coming to the basket. In traffic, finishes with his left.
Recent stop here at Creighton. Just a little bit of a down year this year, but his teams are going to still compete in battle.
All-time winningest coach in school history. Dix hanging. And that sweet mid-range J discrepancy here. Game since their last technical foul. You got the combustible Dan Hurley and the mild-mannered Mr. McDermott. Demery, make it ball, I beg your pardon.
A lot of it is that they can score and get into the paint, and most importantly, get to the line.
Here comes Graves, a little bit of contact. Up, soft touch, and that drops.
Crafty and savvy there. Just knows how to flail his body into the contact as he's going down. Expectations have gotten it going here the last month.
Jade Ross only made 1 of 3 free throws, then a takeaway. Ross atoning, lays it in. This is Caravan underneath. Smart pass to Ryba. 1-point game. Hurley barking at Malachi Smith for defense. Graves into the paint. That's good. And Nick Graves just will not stop. Schwartz skips it. This is Trout. Steps back and connects. Isaac Trout. And he's got 6. For Creighton, only its 3rd triple of the half. Final 5 seconds. Mullins from deep. That's good. That deadly 3-point stroke.
Other end, the freshman. He scored the previous possession. Hit a tough 3 contested.
First of 3 tonight across our TNT Sports family of networks as Mullins elevates and gets the second half party started from deep. Nick Graves quickly down the floor, quickly now Graves is hurt. Meantime at this end of the floor, Braylon Mullins Grant has hit the last 8 points for Connecticut. Here he comes around a screen looking for more. Beautiful teardrop floater, and he's got it all working. Richmond is slowly taking the game over. Demery. Form here early part of the second half. Trout transition 3. A little bit too much. Offensive rebound. They get it to Dix. Big 3 for the Blue Jays.
And when you're a team that shoots
off target from deep.
And Caravan's had good looks. You know, he's not forcing things. Great hands once again from Demery.
Demery wielding to the basket.
He didn't waste any time getting back in the game. Getting one up.
This is Graves back in. Showing no ill effects from that hard shot that he took.
Right there, getting away from them a little bit. Trying to stay attached to UConn right now. Big time shot.
15 for Graves. Reed. Boy, he's been a handful.
Well, they overload the side.
As the Huskies come up empty, so only a 4-point Connecticut lead. Graves steps back from deep. Splash! Graves has been deadly. Pivoting out to Dix. 5 to shoot. Dix elevates and buries it over Caravan.
Farewell in their first game in Omaha, but showing a lot of toughness, a lot of grit here on the road.
Inbound to Mullins, gonna elevate and sticks it.
Aggressive and hunting, looking to score.
8 of the freshmen 16 have come in the second half. Looking for more. Cash money. And he is teeing off on this Creighton defense. Graves backdoor, beautiful cut dime as he gets it to Trout for the reverse. So we come up on the midway point of the second half. This is Graves as they body him up in the lane. Boy, terrific defense. So such a thin margin for error against this Connecticut team. Dix from deep. That's good. Second 3 of the half for Dix. He's got 17.
Not happy with the defensive execution. So the Blue Jays heating up from 3.
This is Ross, pretty drop step, and Reed got a fingertip on it. Number 1 score, pivoting, spinning, shot, short.
Everything forced offensively right now from UConn.
Schwartz, pretty spin, lays it in. As we cross inside of the 6-minute mark, here's Graves.
What a screen.
Hard screen from Conard. Into the corner, catch and shoot. Blake Harper hadn't played all night. Young man who was incredible last year as a freshman at Howard. 14-2 Blue Jays run. And the Huskies need an answer right here. Mullins deep in the corner.
Wow. Really taking on the duties as the center. 4 guards playing with great confidence.
Zugic, first career start, and he lays it in. Trying to breathe life into the Huskies. He's got 11. Harper's going to launch. That's a 3. Massive shot for the Blue Jays. Blue Jays lead, and this place is eerily quiet.
I think they're stunned.
Demery contact. And he's going to head to the free throw line.
And not be as dominant, but the margin of error is so finite with them as Ball knocks down a 3. So, like I said,
a week from tonight with so many key games coming up here over the next couple of days. Mullins hoists a deep three. That's good. And what has been a difficult season. 5 seconds. Mullins jump pass. Ryba into the corner. Ross. Ryba puts it back with .4 left. The Creighton Bluejays come to Stores and stun the number 5 team in the country.